Welcome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Secretary-General and the Prime Minister will both make statements, and then we'll have time for a few questions.
Prime Minister Zaev, my dear friend Zoran, welcome to the NATO headquarters. Welcome to NATO. It's really a great honor and pleasure to meet you here today. We have just had an excellent meeting. We discussed the recent breakthrough in the name issue, and I warmly welcome the agreement. It is a great achievement for Skopje and for Athens, and a demonstration of the value of patient diplomacy. And I would like to also commend you for your personal leadership, for your courage, making it possible to reach this agreement. That's important for all of us, and I really congratulate you on that. The name dispute has cast a shadow over the region for too long. It has held back prosperity and security, but now there is the chance for a brighter future. The agreement sets an example for others across the region on how to consolidate peace and stability. So, once again, congratulations to you and to Prime Minister Tsipras for the leadership and courage and commitment you both have shown in reaching this agreement. At our summit in 2 weeks, I expect that allied heads of state and government will invite you to start accession talks. And once all national procedures have been completed to finalize the agreement, you will join NATO. Without the finalization of the agreement, your country cannot join NATO in the foreseeable future. So this is an historic opportunity which cannot be missed. NATO's door is open, and you are now on the doorstep. You have already shown your commitment to international peace and security, working with NATO, for example, with your contributions to our presence in Afghanistan. And you are contributing to continuing stability in the Western Balkans. NATO shares that commitment to security and stability in the region. It is important not just for the Western Balkans, but for the whole of Europe. So, Prime Minister, we want to see you, your country, at the heart of a stable, democratic and prosperous region, and we will support you. I look forward to continuing to work together with you and also to welcome you at the NATO summit in July. So once again, welcome to NATO.
Thank you.
Honorable NATO Secretary General Mr. Stoltenberg, distinguished members of the press, allow me to express my gratitude and the gratitude of the Macedonian government for the reception that our friend, NATO Secretary General Mr. Stoltenberg, has organized for us here at the NATO headquarters. Here we are among friends and allies with whom, in some 10 days, we expect to turn a new page in our relations. We are awaiting for the official invitation to become the new 30th NATO member. Together with our friends in the coming period, we are expecting to participate at the ceremony of raising of the Macedonian flag among the rest of the alliance member states. We have been waiting for that event intensively since 2008. Then it has been confirmed that our country had met all the criteria and had achieved the alliance standards to become equal among equals. Until then, and ever since, the Republic of Macedonia has been an active participant in NATO missions. Together with the alliance, our country has been actively contributing to the missions against global and terrorist threats and threats of violent extremism. To that aim, and in line with the standards and recommendations, we developed our national strategy for countering terrorism and violent extremism. The members of the Macedonian army have been entrusted with being parts or main players in serious security challenges. Participation in missions raised the capacity of our army and of the civilian structures of our administration. The number of Macedonian soldiers participating in missions grew with each new initiative and a new generation of ARM members. Macedonia also participated in the monitoring and rising of the alliance's security and political standards. The budgetary expenditures needed for a modern military structure goes along the recommendations of the alliance's strategies. Regional cooperation takes an exceptionally important place in our security policies. The Republic of Macedonia has built bridges of cooperation with all of its neighbors. The agreement that put an end to the name dispute and established a strategic partnership between Macedonia and Greece unlocked our accession to the alliance, and our country has taken the place it deserves. It is equally important that we have built friendship with Greece. It is the jewel in our relationship. It is the factor that makes the citizens of both countries feel safe and secure. With the Republic of Bulgaria, we have established relationships that have been long overdue. Our agreement brought a strong momentum to the economy too. The trade between the two countries grew by 12% over. Goodwill and policies based on mutual understanding are also the basis of the relations with the rest of our friends, Albania, Serbia and Kosovo. Dear friends, at the end of this statement, let me address our citizens. Dear citizens of the Republic of Macedonia, step by step, in just 1 year, our country has achieved what no one could have foreseen. Our approach that brought together a strong political will, an honest dialogue and preparedness for solutions has recently brought us more joyful news and decisions. Our homework remains, but now, on our highway, we really have something to unite around and to jointly say yes to our future, yes to Macedonia's future. Let us be strong for us, for our country, and for the future of our next generations. Let us say yes to our alliance with NATO member states. This will bring a secure future and safe societies for us, whereby this membership will secure an environment for economic growth and well-being for all of our citizens. The experience and the strategic documents have demonstrated that NATO member states are strong promoters of the alliance partners' economic growth too. On that note and assurance, let us welcome the coming important days for our country. Once again, let me thank NATO Secretary General, our friend, Mr. Stoltenberg. Let me also thank our allies, the alliance member states, which are ready to make our country, the Republic of Macedonia, the 30th NATO member. Thank you.
Okay, 360 degrees, please.
Secretary General, you praised the deal over the name issue between Macedonia and Greece. During the severe political crisis in Macedonia last year, you had contacts with President Ivanov over his reluctance to give the mandate to the parliamentary majority to form the new government. Are you now talking to President Ivanov or have contacts with him after his refusal to sign the name deal between Macedonia and Greece?
So I met him when I visited Skopje some months ago, but these are internal processes in the country, so it's not for me to have any opinions about exactly how these internal processes are organized. What I say is that we will invite the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia to start accession talks at our summit in July. I am very confident that all the heads of state and government will decide that in 2 weeks from now. Then we will start the accession talks. and then the country will be able to join NATO as soon as the internal processes have been finished. Exactly how you do that, I'll leave it to the different institutions in Skopje, in the country to decide. But we are ready to make you a full member of the alliance as soon as these internal processes are finalized.
Yes, please, Tanya from the Macedonia Press Agency.
Tanya Mirovska, Macedonian Press Agency. Building on what you just said, if you could, there has been an amount of confusion as to the process exactly. So what's going to happen at the summit first? What is that invitation? What are the accession talks? What do they consist in, and how long do they last? On the summit, are you going to wave the flag? Is it going to be installed? Is the Macedonian flag going to be installed on that day? And when, once the procedures are over and the referendum is passed, when can Macedonia expect to become a full member? And to the Prime Minister, премиера, би сакала да знам дали ги слушнавте критиките дека вашата влада беше премногу фокусирана можеби на надворешната политика, а не доволно на внатрешните реформи. Тоа е критика.
Internal reforms. This is a criticism that has repeated for many times since Tuesday. Have you heard those criticisms, and what is your reply to that? Second question, I'd like to know whether President Tusk or the European Union are asking Macedonia to open refugee camps in Macedonia.
What we will do, and I'm confident that the heads of state and government will do that when they meet in July, is to invite the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia to start accession talks. Then we will have accession talks for normally some months. And given that the internal processes are finalized in the country, then we can you can join NATO, meaning that after we have finalized the accession talks, we will then sign an accession protocol, and then this accession protocol has to be ratified in the different parliaments of the NATO member states, 29 member states. It varies a bit how long time this takes, but I can give you two examples. When Montenegro joined, we invited Montenegro to start accession talks in December 2015. Then we completed the accession talks in March 2016, so meaning 3 months. And then all 29 allies have ratified by June 2017. So actually the thing that takes some time is the ratification in the different member states. When Albania and Croatia joined, they were invited in April 2008 at the Bucharest summit, and they joined in April 2009, 1 year later. So that was even faster. So we speak about something between 1 and 1.5 years from we invite to start in accession talks until the country can be a full member. But as soon as we have signed the accession protocol, which normally takes just a few months, Montenegro 3 months, then the country will be invited to participate in all NATO meetings and will sit around the table and be part of the NATO Council. So actually, Montenegro started to participate in all NATO activities in March 2016, only 3 months after we started the accession talks. So this can go quite quickly. We speak about months. As soon as the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia have finalized the agreement, meaning made the necessary changes in the constitution, and then we can invite the country to join under its new name, the Republic of North Macedonia. So I really hope that the people of your country seize this opportunity. It's a historic opportunity, and if this opportunity is turned down, then it's very hard to imagine how we can once again come to a situation where you are so close to joining NATO. So it's for the people of the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia to decide, but we are ready to invite and to do it as quickly as possible, and speak about months.
Dobro, samo prvo da dodam, meni mi je drago.
Let me add, I'm glad that we have seen our place here, that our place here is ready. We've seen our place at the wall where all the member states have been put. The place of Macedonia is there. We see in our place where our flag is to be raised. I say this for our citizens. We are very close. General Secretary mentioned the deadlines. The reforms in Macedonia are at the top of priorities. Also, I've been hearing criticisms that we've been focused on diplomatic missions too much, solving the problems with Bulgaria and Greece. But in parallel, we were implementing our reforms. We have gone through the first stage together with the opposition. We have voted the laws on the judiciary and the other important laws. We are now in the second and third stage. Now we have to be dedicated. We have dedicated to be full-time dedicated to the reforms. And this NATO invitation is contributing to that. The date to start negotiations with the EU is there, and I'm sure that we are motivated, both me and the government, and also our citizens will be motivated, knowing that we have our homework, or we all have our duties and obligations. I'm convinced that this is definitely something valuable, something that generations from Macedonia's independence have fought for. And finally, it is within our reach. I'm very happy today that also in 2 weeks we will be waiting for the decision, but we know how decision-making goes here. We know that we will be invited, and I'm honored when I'm a Prime Minister of the government to receive this invitation for a full NATO membership, also as the date to start negotiations with the There are no talks to set up refugee camps. Let me mention once again, we are following EU's and NATO's policies. We are not members, but we are seeing that we will become members. So, in coordination with them, if there is a new refugee flows together, as now, since 2015, we will continue to work together, but nobody has asked Macedonia to set up refugee camps.
One final question.
Телма телевизија прашање до генералниот секретар. Дали официјално го добивте писмо?
Have you received the official letter from Greece that Greece is prepared not to block Macedonia's membership to NATO? And what exactly have you discussed yesterday in your meeting with Prime Minister Tsipras?
I met Prime Minister Tsipras yesterday, and he reiterated the Greek position that they are ready to welcome the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia as a full member of NATO under its new name as soon as the agreement is fully implemented. And that's exactly the same message that I convey to you today, that as soon as the agreement is fully implemented through the national processes in the two countries, then your country can be a full member of the alliance. But we will already in July, also in 2 weeks, we will invite your country to start accession talks. And then we hope to be able to finish them within months. And as I said, as soon as we have finished the accession talks, we sign the accession protocol, and then your country, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, will be participating in all NATO meetings and sit around the table together with the other members.
That's all we have time for. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.